He is known for his critical examination of G.E. Moore's common sense counters to skepticism. He is recognized for developing his own technique of analysis in uncovering hidden analogies in Moore's ways of speaking about sense data. His name is Oets Kolk Bouwsma. Oets Kolk Bouwsma, born to Dutch-American parents in Muskegon, Michigan, was a philosopher known for his unique approach to philosophical analysis. Educated at Calvin College and the University of Michigan, Bouwsma initially embraced idealism. However, his perspective shifted when he encountered the work of G.E. Moore, who presented common-sense arguments as a response to skepticism. Bouwsma found Moore's ideas more aligned with his own inclinations, although he maintained a critical stance towards Moore. Driven by his fascination with Moore's ways of speaking about sense data, Bouwsma dedicated himself to analyzing and uncovering the hidden analogies underlying Moore's philosophy. This led him to develop his own technique of philosophical analysis, which would become a defining aspect of his work. Bouwsma's intensive study of Moore culminated in the publication of a significant paper titled Moore's Theory of Sense Data, which later found its place in the prestigious Library of Living Philosophers volume dedicated to Moore. This essay marked the beginning of a method of philosophical analysis that would be further shaped by his encounters with the ideas of Ludwig Wittgenstein. Bouwsma's story highlights his journey from idealism to a more practical approach influenced by Moore's common sense philosophy. His critical examination of Moore's work and his development of a unique analytical technique demonstrate his intellectual curiosity and dedication to exploring philosophical concepts. Bouwsma's contributions to philosophical analysis continue to inspire scholars and shape the field of philosophy to this day. In his later career, Oets Kolk Bouwsma, influenced by the teachings of Wittgenstein and his own rigorous work on the Blue Book and philosophical investigations, developed a unique method of philosophical analysis that he applied to various philosophical problems. Bouwsma's journey began when he sent his students, including Morris Lazarowitz, to study with Moore at Cambridge. It was Lazarowitz's wife, Alice Ambrose, a student of Wittgenstein and Moore, who introduced Bouwsma to Wittgenstein's revolutionary ideas in the Blue Book. Bouwsma's encounter with Wittgenstein's philosophy had a profound impact on his thinking. He absorbed the implications of Wittgenstein's ideas and, with a leave from the University of Nebraska and a Fulbright Fellowship, spent extensive time discussing philosophy with Wittgenstein at Cornell, Smith College, and Oxford. Through these discussions, Bouwsma developed a deeper understanding of his own work on Moore and discovered what he had been searching for. Armed with this newfound understanding, Bouwsma applied Wittgenstein's method of displaying the nonsense in place of refuting a philosophical theory. He turned his attention to Berkeley's idealism, exposing the failure to make sense of ideas as entities in the mind. Bouwsma tirelessly explored the concept of meaning as use, inspired by the opening question of the Blue Book. As he delved further, he realized that Wittgenstein was not presenting another theory of meaning but rather a set of techniques to combat the bewitchment of intelligence by language. Bouwsma's deep engagement with Wittgenstein's philosophy led him to challenge Descartes' skepticism, which reflected the idealism he sought to overcome. He became known for his humorous and insightful comparisons of philosophical sentences with everyday language, earning him a notable place in the movement known as ordinary language philosophy. Additionally, as someone with a lifelong attachment to the Christian Reformed Church, Bouwsma applied his analytical techniques to explore the concepts of Christianity. He carefully distinguished the uses of the word belief in religious and non-religious contexts, paralleling Wittgenstein's idea of understanding words and sentences in language games and forms of life. Throughout his career, Bouwsma continued to emphasize the importance of understanding language and its limits. He wrote extensively on the truth of poetry, highlighting its aesthetic value rather than its moral value. Bouwsma's philosophical insights and analysis remain relevant today as we confront the challenges of understanding divinity, morality, and the limitations of language.
Do you want to explore more philosophers? Who do you want to see featured next? Subscribe and leave a comment below to let me know. I'll see you in the next video.